Hello, viewers everywhere, all over the world. Welcome back to Unboundverse. I am your friend AJ. In this video today, we are going to continue to unravel the 30 powerful lessons that fathers should teach about family to their family and to everybody. Remember from the last video of this series, the 30 powerful lessons fathers should teach about family to their children and to their family members. We already talked about the first three out of 30. So today we're continuing from the fourth one to the sixth to the seventh. So fourth, fifth, sixth, and the seventh one is going to be covered in this video. And then the next video is going to be from the eighth to, all right. So that's how we're going to continue with that. So the fourth lesson here is the lesson that you should teach that says quality time is more valuable than material gift. Quality time is more valuable than material gifts. It is important to teach these lessons to our children so that when they grow up to become a father, they already have that mindset of quality time is more valuable than material time. Many fathers may have believed that providing material things was the best way to show love. While financial support is important, it cannot replace the impact of quality time spent together. Children remember the memories and the moments shared more than gifts received. A day at the park, storytelling, or simply being present leaves a lasting impression. This is important to teach our children that spending time with the family is more valuable than giving material things. All right. In the spirit of building a better society, this is part of the things that fathers should continue to teach to their children. I'm also learning this as we go because, believe it or not, there is no manual to being a good father. So it's videos like these that help us grow and become a better father. So fathers who prioritize quality time over material things teach their families that love is measured by presence, not presents. All right. Love is measured by presence, not presents. Don't or stop the habit of using gift to replace your presence in your family. If you have to be there for your children, maybe it's a time to do something with your children, try as much as possible to be there. Make it a priority to be there. All right. So this lesson could have prevented many emotional gaps that form when parents substitute gifts for attention. A child's greatest need is often attention and emotional connection. Most children don't really value gifts like that. Most children want to see their parent. They want to hug their parents. They want to talk to their parents. They want their parents to see what they're doing, things like that. So make it a priority to be there. All right. Try your best not to use gifts to replace where you need to be present in your child's life. All right. Material gifts lose their value over time, but memories of bonding experiences last a lifetime. Playing games, cooking together, or just talking can strengthen the family bond for more than any expensive item ever could. This approach also teaches children that relationships are more valuable than material wealth. In our developing societies, we need to hear more of this. We need to get teachings like this about family. All right. So if more fathers embrace this idea of spending more time with their families might feel more emotionally fulfilled. And this lesson is encouraging all of us to invest our time in our loved ones. And this will foster relationships built on love and shared experiences rather than material possession. Rather than material possession. Okay. So this is point number 4 of 30. As you know, we have been talking about 30 powerful lessons to teach our family, or to teach our children, or even to teach a new father, or maybe an old father that wasn't taught how to be a father. All right. So if you have an example of how you remembered when somebody has been sharing gift instead of showing their presence, maybe you're the mother or you're the child yourself, or you are the child then that is now an adult, share your experience in the comment. All right. So number 5, moving on. Number 5, teach your children how to resolve conflicts peacefully. Teach your children how to resolve conflicts peacefully. In most developing countries, some men are married to more than one spouse or more than one wife, and there are many children in such families. And wherever there is situation like that, there tend to be the rise in conflicts within the family. All right. Sometimes it may not even be among the children. It might be among the uh, children of uncles and aunties that are spending the holiday or visiting. All right. So it's important to teach children about resolving conflict peacefully. Okay. So conflict is a natural part of any relationship, especially within families. However, how we handle conflict can either strengthen or weaken these bonds. Many fathers focus on authority and discipline, but did not always teach their children how to manage disagreements calmly and respectfully. This gap leaves many people unequipped to resolve disputes in healthy ways. Okay, it leaves that gap there, and that's how you find uh, teenagers or youths or even adults these days don't know how to resolve disputes calmly and in a better way, other than the way they know. So if we fathers are doing and putting more effort in teaching our children on how to resolve disputes calmly, there will be a more focused society. A father could have modeled peaceful conflict resolution by showing how to listen, how to empathize, and how to compromise. Teaching children to pause, listen, and express their feelings without anger can prevent small misunderstandings from becoming deep divisions. This also encourages emotional maturity and mutual respect in family dynamics. All right, this is a very powerful lesson that needs to be taught in and across all families, families in developing countries, all families in developed countries. All right, because this is a very powerful lesson. If our children know how to resolve conflict calmly and peacefully, there will be a better society than we have today. By resolving conflicts peacefully, fathers teach that problems do not have to lead to broken relationships. Instead, they become opportunities for growth and understanding. Children raised in such environments are more likely to handle conflicts gracefully in their own relationships and friendships, right? And this lesson reminds all of us that a peaceful home is not a home without disagreement, but a peaceful home is a home where disagreements happen and are handled with care. They don't resort to ending the relationship among family members. They don't resort to doing hideous things to each other. They don't resort to going extreme at each other. All right. It's never too late to adopt and teach these skills, because this is going to foster a family culture of respect and empathy. A family culture of respect and empathy. In many homes in developing countries, you see, I'm not mentioning any country in particular before you guys start coming for me. But if your country is known for not able to resolve conflicts amongst family because children were not taught how to do or how to even handle these kind of situations at a tender age, while they are a teenager, when they are growing into the youthful age, and when they are becoming an adult, these things were probably not taught to them. So the job is in the hands of we, the fathers, to teach our children these things before they grow up and just follow their own way, which may not be the proper way in a modern society. Number six. Number six powerful lesson that a father should teach his or her children and his family about family is that traditions, no matter how small it is, build lasting memories. Traditions in the family, no matter how small it is, build lasting memories. Now what do I mean by this? Family traditions, whether they are big celebrations or small rituals, they create lasting bonds and a sense of belonging. Unfortunately, many fathers did not emphasize the importance of creating these traditions. In the busyness of life, small moments like weekend breakfast, annual trips, or holiday rituals might have been overlooked. All right, and these traditions could be as easy or as small or as little as just reading a book to your children. It could be as small as just playing game with your children. It could be as small as playing a game of tag with your children on weekends. Or it could be as little as helping them to their room. I know some developing countries in the world raise their family differently. I understand that, but they could also have a tradition in their family to build memories. And I am kind of noticing that with some children, when they grow up, they remember the memory of them participating in an event with their father. How many events do you remember participating or having to do with your father or your mother when you were growing up? Do you remember when you were in primary 6? Do you remember when you were in JSS 1? Do you remember when you are in grade 9, right? Grade 9. Do you remember grade 8? Do you remember what your father, kind of taught you back then? Or a memory of you and your father or your mother or your other siblings in a game or in a card game or in a board game or maybe an outside game that was a tradition in your family. Share it in the comment. Okay. So fathers, do not overlook these things. Traditions provide consistency and comfort, especially for children. They give families something to look forward to and create shared memories that last a lifetime. Even simple traditions like Sunday movie nights or cooking a family recipe together can deeply impact how connected a family feels. It could be something as small as cooking together or making dinner together. So, fathers who prioritize traditions teach that family time is sacred. These routines also help pass down values, stories, and culture, keeping family history alive. Children raised with traditions often feel a stronger connection to their roots and have meaningful memories to carry forward. Okay. Um, Societies today, there is now more fun things to do with your children than, let me say, in 1970s. Now there's a lot fun stuff. Okay, just look locally in your society. You don't have to imbibe foreign things into your family. Look into your localities. You see local small event things or activities that could be performed in the family as a tradition. All right. So encouraging viewers to create or to revive family traditions can inspire a stronger family bond. It doesn't have to be extravagant, it just needs to be consistent and meaningful. Traditions remind families that it is the small, repeated moments that often matter the most. I'm spending more time on this particular topic because this is not common in developing countries. If you're watching from any developing countries around the world and you can attest to this, um, me personally, I don't remember seeing some fathers having some traditional time with their family. Um, Other than when the children wake up in the morning and say hello to them, and maybe they make breakfast and maybe school bus comes and take them to school, or maybe the parents took them to school, or maybe the kid have to walk to school by themselves. And that's what I remember most when it comes to tradition when I was growing up. Um, yeah, you know, you want to break that now, all right? You want to continue to create a memory with your family, all right? So that your kids or your now adult children can have something to say about you, all right, when you're no more. All right, don't forget to share this video, like this video, and share it to your friends. Let's move on to the next. The next powerful lesson is to respectfully teach your children that respect is earned and not demanded. Respect is earned and not demanded. Many fathers were raised with the belief that respect should be automatic, especially from children. However, especially from uh, true respect is earned through actions, integrity, and how one treats others. True respect is earned through actions, integrity, and how one treats others. Demanding respect without showing it can lead to resentment and distance within a family. This is another powerful lesson that fathers need to teach in their family. They need to teach this to their family that respect is earned, respect is not demanded. I know this is gonna be controversial in some developing countries they will say, do you want me to now start respecting my children? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now, what respect means to you is what you need to look into. All right. What respect means to you is what you need to, do research on. Yes, I'm saying that parents should respect their children because respect is earned. Well, if someone say, well, I give birth to that child don't know anything unless I teach them something. That is correct when they are growing up. But in this day and age, children learn so much faster than children born in 1975 or 1985 or 1990. Children nowadays are smarter. They could learn from just watching you do something in the house. They could learn from just how you talk to your wife. They could learn from just how you talk to your visitors or how you behave in the house. They could learn from just that. So, yes, I'm saying teach your children that respect is earned and not demanded. Don't demand for it. Once you start demanding for respect, something is wrong already. So many fathers were raised with the belief that respect should be automatic, especially from children. But true respect is earned through actions, integrity, and how one treats others. Demanding respect without showing it can lead to resentment and distance within a family. Fathers who demonstrate kindness, fairness, and understanding naturally earn their family's respect. They teach that respect is mutual, not one sided. This creates a family environment where everyone feels valued and heard, regardless of age or role. Again, I'm more looking into families that are in developing countries around the world. This may be so difficult to practice in developing countries, but it's doable. It's worth it. If you put your mind to it, in developing countries, you could do it. You could respect your children. And regardless of age, your child might be 15 years old and you might be 50 years old, and you might think that you don't have to respect that teenager, but you may be wrong. You may be wrong. Okay. So respect is earned by your activities. It's not demanded. Okay. When fathers model respectful behavior, they teach their children to respect themselves and others. This lesson helps children grow into adults who understand that respect is about character, not authority. It also reduces fear based parenting, replacing it with relationships built on trust. You see, when you respect your children, one of the results is that it reduces fear-based parenting. Fear-based parenting is what's common in most developing countries, where the children don't have no input at all, zero input into the affairs of the family. Even in some families in developing countries, the wife has no say. Only the father thinks that he's the only one that have a say in the house. I know this might be new to some people in developing countries, maybe even in the Western world, all right? But this is how to cultivate and create a society that's dependable and peaceful. Respect starts from your home, all right? If you can't practice that in your home, then it's gonna be difficult to practice it outside. So start with your family by teaching them this. Don't let your family be a fear-based parenting family. In some family, when the father comes back from wherever, the house becomes like a ghost town. Like the kids go away, the kids that's been or the members of the family that's been active. Like once the father shows up, everybody becomes calm. nobody nobody is moving. It feels like nobody's even breathing. So uh that way you already know that there's something wrong in that kind of family. That's how most of us were raised, and some may argue that that wasn't the best way to raise child in a family, and some may argue otherwise. But trust me, the benefits outweighs the consequences of respecting your children. So by understanding that respect is earned, families can foster deeper and more genuine connections. So encouraging fathers to lead by example rather than by force can help viewers strengthen the foundation of respect within their own families. Okay? Lead by example, don't lead by force. All right? Let your family members be able to communicate with you and listen. That way you're gonna earn more respect that way. All right. So remember, respect is earned, not demanded. All right. Powerful lesson number 8, and that's the lesson number we're gonna end tonight's video at. And then you should look out for the next video, because we're gonna continue from powerful lesson number 9, lesson that fathers should teach their children and their families. Okay, these are powerful lessons that if these things were consciously done in major families in developing countries and Western countries, there will be a more better society now than we think we have it. Okay, so point number 8: show affection openly. Show affection openly. Now, hugs, kind words, and affirmations matter. Hugs, kind words, and affirmation matters. I know this is another powerful lesson that fathers need to show. This lesson is gonna be like shown by action the most. All right, it's not enough to talk about it in the family as father, right? It's more about showing this lesson in your family, right? This will teach your children something very important in life. Okay, show affection openly. Okay, if you say something nice to your wife, you can even start from there. Saying something nice to your wife can teach your children how to show affection openly. Okay, hugging your wife in front of your children, right? Saying affirmative words to your wife like, "Go, honey, you got this. You're the best mother in the world." Things like that works a long way. Many fathers were not taught the importance of showing physical or verbal affection. Cultural or generational norms often labeled emotional expression as unnecessary or even weak. However, simple gestures like hugs, kind words, and affirmations can profoundly impact a family's emotional wealth and health. Okay, don't hide it. If you want to admire your wife, don't hide it. Don't let it be only in the bedroom that you're saying nice stuff to the mother of your children. Say nice stuff to the mother of your children in front of your children, in front of your family members. Say nice things to your husband in front of your children, in front of your family members. This is going to teach them a powerful lesson. Children need to feel loved, not just through actions, but also through words and touch. Fathers who openly show affection teach their children that love is not something to be hidden. This helps build confidence and emotional security in children, allowing them to develop healthy relationships in the future. One of the uh, one of the stereotypes about men, I think all over the world, is that men don't cry. I hope some of you that are watching right now, I hope you've heard it before that it's okay. It's okay for men to cry. It's okay for men to talk to their wife when they're hurting in their mind. Don't bottle stuff up. It's okay for a woman to cry to their husband too. All right. But most especially men. All right. Teach your kid that it's okay. All right. Affection also strengthens marital relationships. When fathers openly express love to their spouses, they model healthy partnership dynamics for their children. This creates a loving and supportive family atmosphere where everyone feels safe and cherished. Do you feel safe in your family right now? If something comes to mind, are you comfortable enough to discuss this with your dad or even your mom as a teenager, as a youth? If something comes up in your mind as a wife, are you comfortable to share it with your husband? Are you comfortable as husband to share something with your wife that bothers you in your mind? Continue to create that environment in your family today. Okay? Learn to show affection to your family members in front of your family members openly. Okay? So teaching this lesson reminds all of us that love should be shown, not just assumed. Small, consistent acts of affection build stronger, more connected families and can heal emotional gaps caused by years of emotional distance. Okay, so that's all we are gonna get tonight on these 30 powerful lessons that fathers should teach their family about family. Again, I remain your friend AJ. Don't forget to share this video to fathers that need to learn from this, or teenagers that need to learn from this. I will see you in the next video to unpack the rest of the powerful lessons. I remain your friend again, AJ. Bye for now.